And we are live here on Plus One EXP's Roll for Content channel. My name is Tony Vicinda. I am Chief Alchemist here at Plus One EXP, which is a weird little brand that multi-classes in tabletop game design, beard and skincare alchemy, and the Bardic College of Content Creation. Our hope here at Plus One is to help amazing designers find great players who love their games and amazing players find great designers whose games they can love. We do that in a lot of ways, but every February, we spend a lot of time talking about really cool projects that are launching or releasing as part of Zine Month. If you're not familiar with what Zine Month is, it is a month of funding, releasing, designing, and celebrating the history of zines in RPGs and that ways kind of just build things out, and it's really exciting, and we love it. We used to do things like stream every day during Zine Month back in the day, and we're not going to do that anymore. But we have a cool format that we love doing here called Now You've Zine It. Now You've Zine It is when two creators read each other's games and interview each other. It's an absolutely great format. We'll have some normal episodes of Now You've Zine It, but we're appropriating that because we're going to have two designers exploring a whole lot of other people's games and talking about them instead. I am joined, I think for the first time on an interview show, on a general content show, by one of our team members, Quinn Blackwell, Quinn Blackwell. I messed that up all kinds of ways. Who is in charge of production and helping schedule and organize all the streams, but is an amazing designer in their own right. Quinn, for folks who may not be familiar with you yet, why don't you tell people a little about who you are, what you do, and where they can find you online if you want to be found?
Yeah, well, I'm Quinn Blackwell. I am a writer and a designer. A lot of the stuff that I design is horror TTRPGs. You can find me pretty much at Blue Sky at Quinn Blackwell, and just hanging out in the Plus One Discords, just lurking.
Lurking. Awesome. I am super excited to dive in with you. The way this is going to work is every Monday, typically in the afternoon, Quinn and I are going to get together. We may have some special guests sometimes. It may just be the two of us for all the month. We're still kind of finishing out all our final schedule. And we're going to explore 10 games in about an hour that we think you should be paying attention to that are out there live right now. Sometimes we may go a little bit longer, sometimes we may go a little bit shorter, but our goal is to help you find some of the coolest projects that are out there. Zine Month just started. There are people who I think weirdly launched on Sunday. I hope that worked out for people. There are a lot of folks who launched today. I think that's great. Typically Tuesday is like your big launch day. So we'll see a whole lot more come in tomorrow and on the following Tuesdays and other things like that. I know that there's some launching on Friday the 13th because it makes sense for them. Launch your project when it makes sense for you. But these are not necessarily projects we've had a chance to read or explore or anything else like that. So it's going to be us looking at the Kickstarter page for about 5 minutes. If we have questions, we'll talk through them. We may not have answers for those questions, but we're going to talk about them a little bit. But we're going to dive right in and get into it. We've got a strict time limit of 5 minutes to discuss each one. Quinn's going to be our timekeeper. So whenever you tell me it's time, we'll finish up that little bit of dialogue and move on to the next one. We are going to start out with one I know you and I are both excited about, but that you mentioned. We're going to start out with Rise Wizards and All's Fair. So do you got the timer set and ready to go?
The timer is set.
All right. We'll drop the link in the chat. And if you're watching this later, you will be able to just go down to the links below. We'll get them all put in there. Right now, we did not do that ahead of time. We were figuring it all out today, and that's fine. But let's do, did you already start it? I just kept on
Not
talking.
yet.
All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, Rise Wizards and All's Fair, coming from More Blueberries, but which is Elliot Davis's imprint. But we've got Robin Eckberg and Dylan Appelion's set of two zines. These are coming to you as part of Zinetopia over on BackerKit. Quinn, I know you and I have both been excited about All's Fair. I think we're going to learn more about Rise Wizards also. But tell me why this one was high on your list of zines to check out.
I think that right now a lot of people are very excited for duet games. I think that that is very high on the list, as well as just being able to like use all of the dice that you have and like find weird ways of like interacting with those as opposed to just being like big number equal good. So I think both of those things. Plus, also we really do just love the people attached to it as well.
We do be loving these people. They're also, I just saw, doing a cross collab for this project, which means if you back it and another one, that you will get it. And that is with Adam Bell Games, for the End Times trilogy. We don't have that on our list to check out today, but you should check it out if you're backing these projects. I want to make sure I shout it out because I love the collab function on BackerKit. But here's the top level pitch. We've got two brand new Zine games by Robin and Dylan, brought to life by More Blueberries, Elliot Davis, publisher of A Land Once Magic, The Time We Have, Project Echo, and more. Rise Wizards is a dice stacking, map making, world building games of wizard hubris. Two or more wizards will compete to build the largest tower in the land with the hopes of accruing enough magic to topple the monolith at the center of it all. Dare you try to overtake the monolith? Might you grow to be the most powerful wizard in the land? Can you face the consequence of your hubris? This is cool. I love it immediately. I'm sold on this
Yeah.
part because it is a role playing game, but we're doing a lot of tactility. We're doing a little bit more board gaminess here. This is one that you could convince your I don't play RPGs friends to play. Maybe. Oh, I got to make sure I get a. I may ask you, Quinn, also to drop as we're going
Links.
the URLs in the chat.
Yeah, I can do that.
But I just got it in for this one.
Okay.
So that's Robin's game of map world and world baking. As you build the highest tower, you and your fellow players collaborate to define the world around you. Will you play in a traditional swords and sorcery, sci-fi, or something stranger? It's pretty far open. It looks really cool. I like the vibes of it. Any thoughts you have from just kind of the quick look through?
I really do love another map making game, like map making mixed with dice stacking, where like everyone has this real energy of like, oh, I could stack all these dice. And then once you get into it, it's just like, oh, nope, no, I can't.
Yeah.
So that's always fun to humble people with as well.
It is nice because it is one of those things that like I feel like people just do while they're waiting. If you're playing a
Yeah.
game that has a lot of combat that may take a lot of time, and maybe you just play different games that are better, it's a thing that people will just like stack their dice and mess around with. And I think kind of proceduralizing that has a
Yeah.
lot of fun in it. I'm going to give us a little bit tighter of a view so people can kind of see the weird maps that they've built, the little dice towers they have on them. I also like the kind of push your luck element this is immediately bringing in to
Yeah.
play with like, do you want to overtake somebody else? Like, when is the right time to do that? And that's a mix of like, can I stack higher, but also like, is it going to make me the target of everybody else?
Yeah.
And
Do we
so,
want to give 5 for each?
oh no. Have we taken way too much time?
All right, we have a minute left for all's
All
fair.
right, we're gonna
Go,
give
go,
we're gonna
go.
give them we'll give them each 3 minutes then. So
Okay.
we'll give another minute at least. Because All Fair, this is the one you're truly excited about. I know you're truly excited about All Fair.
Yeah.
Talk to me about All
Uh,
Fair.
so it's an 18 plus duet game about wanting to fuck each other so bad you save the world about it. I mean, honestly, like that's it. Like you've sold me already. I'm there. But it uses a modified rule. It uses modified rules for the card game War, and the two of you will tell a story about resisting the will of a fascist regime with the strength inspired by sex, intimacy, and connection. Inspired in equal measures by Mickey 17 and the fight against censorship of sexuality under fascism.
Yeah. And I know I've talked about this repeatedly on some other streams, just the visual design here and what's happening and just the like camo Karma Sutra cover of this
Yeah.
game is doing a lot of like strong visualization. One of the things I love about both of these that I wasn't aware of before we got into it, like they're both really taking very familiar, simple things, like the
Yeah.
game of war and the dice stacking, and then they're just building the narrative on top of that, which is what a lot of great games do, anyways. But like
Yeah.
the nostalgia of that, I think, is just like absolutely huge. So yeah, if you haven't seen this before, all these little dudes up here who are fucking down here, they have been combined into a camo on the cover. It is absolutely gorgeous. Transparency, like we publish some of Dylan's games. We're friends with the folks over at More Blueberries. It's a really cool project though. And I just love people saying like, hey, like we created a collab game and also then we went and used the collab function to bring in a third person, which
Yeah.
maybe that's an expansion for All's Fair where you bring in a third person. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. They've got an early bird, kind of cheaper option. I don't love doing that. I think the people who show up early want to give you as much money as possible. My wallet always appreciates it, but I also think go big. Speaking of go big, we got Gore Big in the chat. Good to see you. All right, any more time?
That's it.
All right.
Perfect.
Some cool featured media, but let's pop on to the next one. Real quick, we have I'm working our way back up. One that Quinn and I both picked. We've got Dragonfly Motel coming up next. Quinn, you want to read us the pitch of Dragonfly Motel while I fix the framing that I messed
Yeah.
up on
I'll toss that in there.
the screen.
I will start this. Dragonfly Motel, a role-playing game of dreams and mirages. Tabletop role-playing game about reckless travelers lost in a surreal trap of dreamlike slices of life.
Awesome.
Let's see.
I'm a big fan of this creative team. Black Fisk is the
Yeah.
creative team that is doing this. We have played very early on in Plus One's history when we were just getting started. As one of the earlier games we played in a previous Zine month was one of their previous creations, which is Blood. I want to say Blood Feud, and I could be wrong about that, but I don't
It's
think
Blood
I
Feud.
am.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is Blood Feud. All right, cool. They are about halfway funded. They're cruising along. Got almost 100 backers. I love this. I love this kind of classic Americana, like seedy motel art at the top. It look real good. I also love people starting out with a like just a big endorsement quote at the top. I think if you're not like a strong copywriter, you don't maybe have a ton of art assets, just a really good endorsement at the very
Yeah.
beginning is a good way to just give people a sense of like, do I want to get in on this game? So the game's about surrendering to serial impulses. It plays on the logic of dreams and the familiar feeling of drifting through weirdness that almost makes sense, and then suddenly absurd elements align and form something coherent and strangely satisfying. It's a French creation, which this is a Swedish team. So I am like immediately curious on like how they got involved with this project. But it's an English translation and revision of an already existing game. So like people could have already played this. Oh, you apparently don't have permission to
To post
share
links?
to post links. We'll fix that for next
Yeah.
time, but I'll pop this one in
Okay.
also too. And by next time I mean the next stream we have. Yeah, what stood out to you about this one as you were kind of going through, Quinn?
I mean, even though it isn't like horror per se, I feel like as soon as you get into that dreamlike state, it's very easy to float into that space. And I mean like horror always like speaks to me and like all of the different like offshoots of it. So something that is very surreal and plays around with the space is always exciting.
Cool. I
Plus
love
the
it.
art just is gorgeous.
Yeah, like they did this really great overlay to create kind of a painterly style
Yeah.
to like this kind of classic noir media. I think it's really good. There's also a nice little actual play section like on there that you can go check out too, which I will be clicking on later. Really simple, really kind of direct. The Blackfist team has always done a really good job with everything. I would certainly go check it out. This is on my list because I like Black Fisk and all the previous projects that they've always done. Like I said, a really great job with. How much time we
Yeah.
got left?
Minute 40.
We're gonna go.
I will say something else that I really do like about this is it shows you that you don't have to have a wild amount of art
Yeah,
on your page to make it sing. Like they have the few spreads, they have the video. But outside of that, the majority of these are just image banners of like the different section titles,
Yeah.
and just enough to discern between those, just keeping it so that it's all feeling good and like in line. And yeah, no, I think it does really well.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think this is a great job of a very simple and direct page. I think there's a tendency to want to do, even for me, to want to do way too much on a page. And I think they really did a great job of just being like, here are the details and we're already done on the page itself. So, um,
Yeah.
excellent. Let's pop over and talk about Dick Wizards. Um, did you get a chance to see Dick Wizards when we were at Page? Did you get a chance? This is the one that Wolf brought up to us and showed me at the booth, but I don't remember if
I
I made y'all look at it also too. I showed it to some other
I looked
people.
over Steven's shoulder a little bit
Okay.
while they read it.
Um,
Um, but I didn't get a chance to.
yeah, I want to be clear. This game is not funding. This game is just releasing in Zine Month. So like, Wolf already has a bunch of copies of this game ready to go. It's got this kind of Baphomet art on the front. Like when Wolf first like showed it to me, I was expecting something very different because it is like gold foiled. It is, at least the version he showed me. I'm assuming the one here does not show a gold foiled option, but it is the one that I held in my hand is. So order it and
Yeah,
find
it
out.
says it's limited edition.
Oh, it's the limited edition. There we go.
Only 123 available. Will
One,
never be
two, three,
printed again.
baby. It is a tarot based wizard thing where you're basically like you're in a wizard school. You're like apprentice wizards. It says a tabletop RPG that asks the question, what would it be like to create and cast any magical spell your mind could conjure? As low-level wizards working for the city of Providence, Rhode Island, you can answer this question and more. As faithful employees of the Rhode Island's capital city, you'll be using your newfound magical abilities to investigate mysteries. What kind of mysteries, you ask? Lovecraftian nonsense, because Providence has recently become under attack from various cults and tentacled beings. Being able to cast any spell you can think of will surely help you become a super sleuth in no time flat. Since you're more or less apprentice level wizards, your spells will be miscast and misfired a lot of the time. They work just fine, but expect plenty of collateral damage in the process. It's a simple D12 under process. I wish there was some more of the interior book that we could show you. The layout's good. Like really good. Like it's very simple, very basic. But the cool thing about it, it has the vibe when you look inside of it of being an apprentice wizard's like uh like notebook at school. Like, oh, like this is I've graduated school, but I'm out here doing really strong technical work, so I'm still having to consult my notes a lot. So it's somewhere between like school book and grimoire. All the art is done by Wolf also too. And the other interesting thing to me about this, they're not doing any digital on this. So you can't get the PDF. You've got to get the physical if you want to get the physical. If you absolutely need it, you can reach out and ask for it. They also offer a pay what you want option if you cannot afford it. There's a lot of really great stuff for just like a first project. And Wolf is really just saying like, hey, during Zine Month, I made a weird thing. I just want to get it out into people's hands. I don't know, Quinn, what do you think?
I really love nasty little guys that end up hurting their own teammates whenever they like cast spells that are too big for them to fully comprehend or control. So that definitely catches my eye.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, when it was first brought up to the booth, it was just like, oh, it's very like tongue in cheek, like got you. And then actually hearing about like what it is, it's just like, oh, okay. Like the title subverts a little bit of what you're.
Yeah, because it has this kind of really austere, like heavy religious outside, but it's really just meant to look again a really weird in world like artifact also too. Um, I don't know. I just really like. I think there's a lot of ways, and one of the reasons I picked this one because this is one I had. Oh shit, I should transition. I mean, I know that there are people who want me to, but specifically, I should not just be opening more other different projects. We'll figure it out sometime. No, one of the cool things about this is just it is kind of the epitome of zine culture. Like, I've got a weird idea, I just want to get it out, I just want to get it into people's hands.
Yeah.
And the tarot system that you use to cast spells is really cool. There's a lot going on in this game, and I really would encourage people to go get your physical copy of this, because it's really really good.
Yeah.
Cool. How are we on time?
Good.
All right.
It's like you've done this before.
It is. I have a general sense. That's why I was trying to. I was showing everybody all the things that are about to come. So now everybody knows what the future holds. If they were quickly looking through when I hadn't properly switched screens. Oh, that doesn't go where I wanted to. Let's look at bottle episode in the meantime, while I figure out what didn't go where I wanted it to. Okay, I think I know what it was. Bottle episode. This was one of my picks, right?
This was one of yours. Yeah.
This is one of my picks. It popped up on, we did a bunch of threads. So if you pay attention to the Zine Month Blue Sky account, we'll be putting things out over the weekend to kind of be like, hey, what should we talk about? Or on Monday during the day. I also put it out in the RPGZines group, so that people could tell us about what projects they already had out. We'll kind of be curating over the course of a week. It is an old school zine questing stream. That's what we used to call this. But anyways, keep an eye out on our posts outs, because it is a good way to get your project on our radar. But let's talk a little bit about Bottle Episode. The Bottle Episode is a TTRPG where players become the characters of a popular TV show and everyone's favorite low budget episode. You're the chosen one on the team of monster hunters, and your love interest has just been bitten by a werewolf. You're the daredevil pilot of an intergalactic spaceship, and the ship's AI has just gone rogue and shut down the engines. You're the brilliant hacker on a team of criminal masterminds, and your whole team has been locked in a vault in the middle of your greatest height yet. And your whole show has absolutely no budget for the next 50 minutes of television. Welcome to the Bottle Episode. Hey, everybody. Hello to everyone out there. We're just questing through, picking up some cool projects. Talked about a couple cool ones already, and we've got the Bottle Episode. So what is a bottle episode? I hate bottle episodes. They're wall-to-wall facial expressions and emotional nuance. I might as well sit in the corner with a bucket on my head, said Abed Nadir, or Abed Nadir from Community. And so the term bottle episode has a few different origin stories, but they all lead to the same thing: a television show that was produced on next to no budget, no special effects, multiple shooting locations, absolutely not, guest stars, In order to spend as little money as possible, a bottle episode contains only the core cast and one or two stock sets to avoid having to pay for any special fancy effects or extras, and everything is replaced by interpersonal dramas. Examples would be Out of Gas on Firefly, Cooperative Calligraphy on Community, The Fly on Breaking Bad, The Bottle Job Leverage. Bottle Job is a really great one as a reference point also too. So essentially in this game, you can pick the genre, you're going to create a TV show, and then you're going to get the chance to play through a bottle episode, which is really funny because bottle episodes, like, I think a lot of people, and in my mind, I oftentimes like conflate them with a beach episode, but they are not the same thing. Like bottle episodes,
kind of the opposite.
Yeah, like one is like, we're going to go an entirely new spot and nothing's happening in the storyline, but we're just gonna have fun. A bottle episode is like, shit, we only had 19 story beats. We need 20 for this season. Let's go. Quinn, do you have a favorite bottle episode from a TV show?
Oh man, I really do like Cooperative Calligraphy. It is solid. Dang, I mean, I'm thinking, and I feel like every sitcom has had at least one. But yeah, off the cuff, like I'm not thinking of any like names of the episodes.
Onslaught 6 throughout Seinfeld's Chinese restaurant is their favorite bottle episode.
That's solid. I really enjoy Malcolm in the Middle, and like when they would do their like very specific, like, here's the cast just doing what they do.
Well, and bottle episodes, I feel like in an age of streaming, are becoming less common unless they are intentional, right? Like, seasons are shorter. They're 8 to 10 episodes. You're not doing anything other than I think even in longer seasons, it's like we know what we're doing. We're going to be very specific about it. Like we're all set. So I've seen a
Yeah.
couple other things try to do similar stuff to this, but I feel like most of them have been more beach episode or like, hey, we want your shopping session or like, hey, we're trying to improve this in different ways. I don't think I've really seen one yet that's been like, we're going to do the bottle episode and it is a complete storytelling game, like from start
Yeah.
to end, as its own thing. So,
I feel like a lot of like, especially when it comes to like TV specifically, you'll see like I feel like it's a lot of contract stuff where it was just very cookie cutter of like you get this many episodes, you do this many things, and you just have to fit your show to that thing.
yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, it's cool. Is that about five?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna take us in a different direction real quick. We're gonna go over to Itch, because again, we wanna be just shouting out some people who are doing some unique
Yeah, yeah,
things,
yeah.
and we're gonna look at I may be mispronouncing it. Baraka's Arts, Mullets, Muscles, Machine Guns is what we're gonna look at. So they are doing an itch release or itch funding is what some people will call it. If you're not familiar with itch funding, we've got some videos on that. You can go check the workshops from back in the day. But basically, it's using itch as a crowdfunding platform or just a sales platform. Again, this could be like, hey, we're just releasing it, or it could be like, hey, we're going to create a sale, and that sale just means you go create a sale, but that like creates a tracker for you to try to reach a certain amount. And some people will do it like reach that amount, stretch goal, or they'll just do a stretch goal image. We've done this with a couple different projects. Itch funding is a lot of fun. It's how we've gotten some of our Ashkins back in the day into print for early games we did. But that none of that has to do with mullets, muscles, and machine guns. Quinn, you want to read off what this is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. A game of mercenaries traveling to exotic, distant lands, meeting exciting, unusual people, and terminating them with extreme prejudice before getting into the chopper.
Love it. Happy Zine Month, everybody! To celebrate this year's Zine Month, this is from Baracus. They decided to throw out the TTRPG they've been working on since 2025 for the public to chew on, and that's such an important part about like Zine Month and zines in general. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I've got to do this really high polished. It needs to be done like fully. Just being like, I've been working on this and I could stare at it forever or keep on going, but I just want to get it out. And I'm not saying that's what Breakfast did because I don't know the development process here, but just being like, I'm gonna put it out and it's only on itch and you can print it, is a really like great way to just get it out into people's hands, be a part of what's happening in Zine Month. And again, like this and Wolves, one of the reasons I really want to include them in this first episode is like, this is the stuff. Like funding is cool. Like getting your game out to hundreds of people is cool. I love like custom finishes and stretch goals. Like I enjoy all the things about crowdfunding, but I
Yeah,
also
absolutely.
just want to see more of
Stuff.
this. Because Quinn, does crowdfunding a game do weird things to your brain?
What? No, absolutely not. You're perfectly normal at every single point of it. There's nothing weird about it.
um Quinn is capable of turning a game around incredibly rapidly. And then last year during Zine Month got to experience crowdfunding for the first time, which you wanted to do a big project. I was like, pick a small project. And we did, and it's about to be out one year later.
Hell yeah.
But it does a lot of things, and just again, just getting it out there, like even just digitally, like de-stresses you, like makes it easier. And again, like this is a like it's a like D6 dice pool role playing system. You're managing mercenaries. It's like one GM, four players. You need a bunch of dice and a mixtape of 80s rock and the simple workbook they've made. It's a jungle warfare kind of fantasy vibe to it. Like it's classic like Rambo, other stuff like that. But I also just, I mean, this is just some quick pictures and take it together. It's name your own price, right? Like there's a space for playtest feedback. Like really taking this and viewing it as part of a process. Because here's the deal, like digitally going out now, like print it at home yourself, play test it. Next year, being able to take that feedback and do another version of it, or just being like, I did everything I wanted to do with that game. Those are all like really solid ways to approach the month, also too. So like, if you have not checked out Mullets Muscle Machine Guns, I think you should. I think it's really fun and hitting at the core of what I wish more people were doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Any final
it's
thoughts,
true.
Quinn?
I'm not gonna say that I started it because I definitely did it. I definitely didn't. But I do enjoy more things having really, really big names and then very digestible, like, well, if you don't want to call it that thing, it's actually this.
You just call it 3M. You just
It's
call it 3M, right?
yeah, it's
Or
3M.
or MG squared
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Magical Girl Machine Gun. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I do like we can't say you started it because I do think that people call Dungeons and Dragons D&D.
I guess. I
So,
guess that's a thing. We still
um,
talk about that one?
I mean, we don't, but other people do.
Okay. The royal we.
Let's swing back over to Backer Kit's Zinetopia and talk a
Yep.
little bit about the Twisting Unseen, a build the dungeon zine for Mothership. This is by 5 Million Worlds Press, Chris Eyre, who we are huge, big fans of. You, I don't. We have not scrolled down yet. Here's the thing I can tell you about this. One, it's going to be good as hell. I mean, if I didn't know the rest of the team on it, I would already be able to tell just because of Chris's quality of things. It's going to be underpriced and it's going to over deliver because that's the Chris Eyre special is too much stuff for not enough money, done really well is kind of what I always see Chris do. Right now we've got the project is about what five sixths of the way, not quite, like
Oh, you asked the wrong
four
person to
sixths of
do
the way
math.
funded right now. It's got about $1,000 left to go, somewhere in
Yeah.
between them, seven tenths. Wait, no, is that right? I don't know. We'll figure it
Mhm.
out. We'll figure it out.
They're on the way.
It's
Well on the
doing
way.
well. We got some gorgeous Vern art here at the top. It's part of the Sleeper Crew Adventure series, which is an ongoing element. It's Mothership, so you're going to start out here with if you back early on a physical tier, you're gonna get a cool patch. You're gonna get a cool patch. 26 35ths. Thank you, Gorgor, for helping out with that math.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get in early, you're gonna get a cool iron on patch. But there's all the pledge levels here, and again, this is Chris does such amazing hey, there's so much in here that like they oftentimes start with the pledge levels. I usually put pledge levels a little bit further down, tell people more about what it is first. And
Yeah.
we'll get into that, but they oftentimes, because of how intensive their pledge levels are, will oftentimes have them a little bit higher up on the page. I've seen some of this stuff in person. It's all very good. But there are previous biodrones and cryo clones, a lot of their pamphlet stuff from some of their previous stuff, and then your own substrata pledge level where you can collaborate on it. But let's talk about what the Twisting is. Twisting Unseen is a module of teleportation gates and the cursed beings living behind them for the Mothership sci-fi horror RPG. In this second installment of the Sleeper Crew adventures, the crew awakens within the Kagami arcology, a decrepit superstructure where treasonous military faction has reactivated ruinous portal tech. Inspired by Blame, Pandorum, Half-Life, and yokai folklore, the crew must learn the Lost Colony's secrets or be damned to see their own space-time again. It's 36 pages, comes with 4 factions fighting over control of a twisted underground bunker colony, fully illustrated maps from Ripley Matthews, 12 main areas, 5 tables containing 50 displaced substrata and connected between these zones, 1D100 bygone relics of esoteric origin, and 1D100 Tristing events table filled with more relics, omens, hazards, NPCs, and incursions. You're gonna get a lot of gorgeous art here. Like you're gonna get a lot.
Yeah.
Like the layout's gonna be crisp and solid. But we got to get down to this. So Quinn, in this one, every superstructure, like when you play this game, there's going to be unique elements every single time because you're going to be building out the map piece by piece. So you get 3 like US digest size, so half letter page size inserts of the map. And then you get a big 23 by 17 fold out I think
Map grid.
paper map, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to cut all those pieces out, and then as you are exploring it, you're going to be building it as you go. So it's
Yeah.
using some of like the different void crawl rules that we see pop up in Mothership from time to time. which means that you'll be generating kind of encounters and other things as you go. I really love this like low and no prep style of play, but I also love like we don't know what's gonna happen. Like every time you play this, you're gonna get highly different results. Uh, and so I'm really I have some stuff more stuff I want to talk about, but what's standing out to you?
I mean, truly, like I love the idea of a mega dungeon, but being able to have it just like all of the parts and pieces right there that you can just plug and play as you're going is really exciting. And to have it so that you don't have to pull out the dry erase board and do the whole song and dance of everybody giving you time to make little marks to be like, yes, this is stairs, and it's like, are these going up or down? It's just cut that out and just
Yeah.
handle it this way instead. It's really
Um,
good.
yeah. So I want to talk about the team here, and some other cool things that I just noticed as small little whatever. So I've talked about how much I love Chris. I think they're tremendous. We've got Will Yobst as editor here. Will is one of the best editors in the space. Like we hire Chris to do editing, like we hire one of the other team members here to do editing, but like Will is I think hands down one of the top editors in indie RPGs. If you can get them on a project, every project they work on, they are going to make a better project. And alongside with that, we've got Christian Sorrell on development. I don't know that there's a better developer for Mothership in like RPGs than like Christian Sorrell. Like I think these top three right here, like you're gonna end up with something that is tremendously better than you would get on like any other like project just by having these three names involved with it. Tremendous
Yeah.
like output, amazing creators. And then we've got Jean Verne, who's coming in and doing the visual design, and Ripley doing cartography, and we've got some Paul enemy art, and then Violet, who is just a tremendous supporter of creator of their own work, but supporter of other people, is going to be handling shipping and fulfillment. I'm really curious. They're doing flat rate, VAT included shipping. I want to go pick Violet's brain about that because it's something I would love to see more projects move to. We're just going to charge Americans more and everybody else less, and the only difference is going to be whatever your local import tax is going to be. That's a nut I'd love to see more people crack. I'd love us to be able to crack it. It works better with zine size projects. I know that for a fact, and it works better with books than games. But I'm really interested to see what kind of work Violet put out on this. So just a lot of cool things. I feel like we probably have gone a little over 5 minutes at this point in time
Just a
because
touch.
I've been excited. But any final thoughts?
I mean, I don't think we can go wrong with more Mothership. For better or for worse.
Deal. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's pop to the next one, which is Yabag. No, it's Yab Bag. Let's pop it up here.
Number
Also
one.
on Backer Kit, Yab Bag number one. I'll be honest, this one is on my radar because when I put out like what's cool stuff we should look at, they said, hey, check out this one. It's a me. And so we are. It is a you are beheld from a burgeoning creative collective. You are beheld, or Yab Bag One is a zine full of games and ideas for freaks by freaks. Projects inside the zine will explore intimacy, transformation, distance, and more through unique mechanics and gorgeous art. So we've literally got a grab bag for freaks by freaks. Quinn, are you a freak?
Yeah. I feel like you have to be like at least a touch of a freak in order to be in this space.
Yeah. So they've got a grab bag of prizes here. Let's kind of go back and forth. I'll take care of what you get, and then we'll have you do I'll take care of the Sunset FM read through, and then we'll just kind of alternate going down.
Yeah.
So what you get in this one, the first one is Sunset FM. Part of this project is about surprise. We put some really incredible work into the project, and we're excited for you to see it with your own eyes. What we can tell you is we have a 32-page zine created by You Are Beheld Squadron of Filthy Geniuses. So Sunset FM is by Wendy Ribston. You are a lesbian, you are lonely, and you're light years away from your friends. It sucks, but one of your girlies out there found a bunch of hyperspace repeaters, and now you've got a chain that can carry your signal across the stars faster than space mail. going in circles around and around the stars, carrying words and songs to warm each other in the cold nothingness between worlds. You want to tell us a little bit about Flesh Poker?
Flesh poker. Nice. You have been selected to play an exclusive game in an undisclosed location. All players are awarded 10,000 bucks at the start of each round, regardless of outcome. All changes are irreversible.
We've got Villain Clicker by Ira Price. Can't you see that you're ruining your life? You've defaulted on your layer's mortgage, and your last 3 death rays didn't even turn on. And your robo wife took the henchman. You don't have to live like this. Things can change. You can change with a VC Volant hero. You can leave behind the destructive patterns and choose goodness. So this has some strong, like, visually this is not it, but like this has some strong like venture vibes to it, which I'm into. But like the whole like hero trying to turn good vibe, but things also
Yeah,
constantly failing, feels real strong. All right,
yeah. Also, Flesh Poker is by I Feel Odd.
there you go. You want to hit us up on Sweet
Um,
Hot Goat?
Sweet Hot Goat Action by Lilith Lilac Leviathan. That's rude. It's a tongue twister. By the dedication of Betty Rowe, the goats of, oh my goodness, Arapawa Island were preserved when the New Zealand Department of Conservation wished to cull them entirely. Through direct action, the goats still survives today, but annually there is a cull. Many goats live in the sanctuary set up on the island. This is not their story. He gave me the
Um,
tongue twister.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think like uh, the prices here are all really good. I would have probably gone up just a touch for the physical zine itself, but I love the sticker add-on. I love the stretch goals at $2,800. The game gets made,
The best
which
stretch goal.
is the best stretch goal. But really cool team on this. I love Darlene Demon Eclipse is tremendous. Anything they're involved in, I get really excited about. Like I said, I'm loving what we're seeing from Zenetopia. Also, we haven't talked about it, but like if you back any 5 projects on Zenetopia, you get a Zenetopia 2026 digital zine that has 60 pages of goodness. You get little excerpts or little extras from a lot of the different projects that are funding right now. So it's a really cool kind of grab bag if you get in there and do some extra stuff. Backer Kit's tremendous at just being like, one more, which is dangerous. So all right, let's hit it onto our next boogie board of zany goodness. What we got next here? We're getting into the ones where these are mostly the ones you picked up. This one was on both of our lists to talk about. It
Yeah.
is Opie Sluggers. You want to take us in on this one?
Yeah, I can take us in on this. This is by Neon Rot. If you follow anything that Neon Rot makes, it is a very I jarring in the best way possible. It is like uh hacked, technical, and fleshy and like horrific. All again positive. So Opie Sluggers, the apocalypse never looked so good. A TTRPG about being a big busted babe during the zombie Martian apocalypse, featuring Dante from Devil May Cry style mechanics.
Yeah.
So
Well, hold
juggling
on.
for
That's a
those
very important to
unaware.
read correctly. Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Open parentheses. Style
Style
mechanics. Close
mechanics.
parentheses.
No. It just features Dante from Devil
Dante
May
from
Cry.
Devil
I'm
May Cry
sorry.
is going to show up in the middle of your game.
But yes, juggling mechanics and the such. It's just, um, I saw this. I mean, okay, you got me. I originally was like, okay, it's a fun name.
It is. You're right.
And then proceeded to be like, oh, okay. There's like this hits a lot of things that already scratch the itch of where my brain is at.
Yeah,
Uh,
I am a big Neon Rot fan.
yeah.
Neon has come on and played one of their previous games about spiders taking over the world with us here before on stream. I also for their Flesh spaceship game. I'll be honest, I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Actually, we can look at that real quick. I can What is they have 9 created. Which one did I contribute to? Bilge. um, I was a stretch goal writer on Bilge. Oh no, now I did lose. I've lost everything. Oh no, here we go. It just
Oh no.
weird, weird. It opens it up in the same page. Interesting.
Oh yeah, it moves you over to the creator tab.
Yeah, that I mean that's a better form factor than I thought. Anyways, I'm a big fan. I also my called shot like project everybody should go back last year was their Torrid poker game,
Yeah.
and I just got my copy about a month ago in the nice little box. And it was a lot of fun, and I'm super excited to keep on making my deck better and worse at the same time. So yeah, it's a hack and slash TTRPG set in a zombie apocalypse, alien zombie apocalypse, where you use fight using juggle mechanics translated into tabletop form. As you launch rotten foes into the air using destined weapons such as baseball bats and sniper rifles. Will you take down the evil leagues of evil Martians who do evil? Will you look good doing it? Like art formats, really excellent, over the top. Like I feel like Neon always kills form factor. Project to project,
Yeah.
it's gotten better and better. It's always cool to see them kind of grow as a creator from like as they kind of skip through each of their projects. Nice little bit of world building, not too much. But like, let's talk about what is a slugger, because this is a fun way to like zoom in on a very specific mechanic that I feel like we don't see in a lot of games. So sluggers are what your player characters are called. They're babes with massive weapons and a thirst for zombie alien death. This is their planet, and they waited their whole lives for this moment. And deep down, feelings that they were special. They were too special to realize. There are 5 classes of sluggers, and you can make your character in each one. So we've got, and Quinn, I want to hear from you in a second which one you are. So we've got
Oh yeah.
we've got the witch. Hiya Raiders. I can't see that. Who's raiding us?
Timbo the Wizard.
What is up, Timbo the Wizard and crew? All right, so Quinn, are you which type of slugger are you? Are you a witch? The witch has always been magically charged with a touch of the beyond and is now discovering it. Are you the half virus infected with the blood of an alien zombie virus? Are you? Are those the only 2 we find out about? Those are the only 2 we find out about right now.
I mean, I'm definitely a half virus.
You're a half virus.
Without doubt.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. Cool. We're gonna have to back it to find out what the other 3 are. I anticipated there being more there. I'll be a witch, I guess. And so awesome. Campaign creation is gonna be super rules light. Really great stuff. Happy affiliate anniversary to us all. Is it just me or is it all? I don't know. I should pay more attention to Twitch stuff. It would make sense that it would be an anniversary for us. It is Zine Month. Anyways, really cool stuff by Neon. You gotta go check it out. Got some sounds of the pink apocalypse. Just really good looking stuff. They also usually do a good little like mega tier for you to check out. Crazy backer tier. Here we go. Digital copy, digital original soundtrack, metal Martian pin, physical copy of Opie Sluggers, and a mini disc of the physical OST also too. Super cool. Excellent. Go check it out. Link is dropped in. All right. Let's talk about
Hell
Void
yeah.
Hand. I have not seen this one at all. This was one you brought in.
Hey, also, pretty much same spot.
That's fine.
I saw the visuals of it. And I was like, okay, yeah, no.
Cool.
You've caught my eye.
So tell us a little bit about it, and again, what about the visuals caught your eye after you're describing
Yeah.
it?
So a new kind of tabletop RPG played exclusively with a standard 52 card deck of playing cards. How will you use the hand you're dealt? Void Hand uses
It's funded.
so like the yes, it is funded. But you can never be too funded. Well, you can never be too funded.
Oh yeah,
go
no,
help
no.
further. Yeah.
People should go back and still. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, it is funded.
Yes. But the entire character is represented by your personal deck. So skills, spells, abilities, actions, they all exist as cards in your hand. Which I love any opportunity for a game to basically be like, hey, you already have all of the pieces you need, right? Read the rules and like you can play it right now.
Yeah, I'm super into this. And I really like they're doing something interesting with the quick start here. I want to comment on. So the Kickstarter funds the Void Hand quick start. They're not funding the full game right now. A
Yeah.
guided standalone adventure that teaches you the game and all the mechanics. It's going to be made free at a later date. Um, but they are doing this just to develop it, which again I want to call out like the super iterative quality of zines is one of the coolest things that about them, and that I think a lot of people miss out on, as an idea. Like a zine release that you're doing can be an entree to a fuller game later, because you can continue to grow and build on it. We use quick starts a whole lot at Plus One. We are a publishing company. We have the budget to invest in those things. A lot of small creators don't, and I would love to see more people doing this. But like, there's a lot of complex things going on here. I don't think that's bad at all, right?
Yeah.
But even just looking at this character sheet, like in knowing the basic elevator pitch of the game, like there's gonna be a good amount of system mastery here, and a lot of I bet customization going into it. And so each player has a deck which represents their character and includes a specific spread of cards unique to them. During a turn, a hand of 5 cards is drawn, and actions are dictated by the available suits and the player's imagination. Each suit represents a different attribute: physique, agility, insight, and presence, and the relevant card may be played to perform a corresponding action. A check may be needed. And you do it by revealing the top card of the player's deck and adding the 2 cards together. The characters each have characteristic calls, spells, and abilities unique gathered through their own adventure. And so, good podcast. I don't know. Um, the all right, let's before we check. I don't know if the information's on here or not. Do you know what each of those represent? And I want to see if we can no scope what the stats are: physique, agility, insight, and presence. Um,
Oof.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm willing to bet without much question, presence is
Yeah.
hearts. I feel very strongly that that is probably accurate. If I had to guess, I bet physique is clubs.
I was gonna say
Um,
physique is clubs.
agility
Agility
and
feels like, oof, because I feel like they could agility or insight could both be diamonds.
they could both be. So let's think about what's left. We've got spades. I don't. Oh,
I feel
one,
like
two.
insight feels more like spades, and agility feels like diamonds at that point.
I'm going to say the opposite. Not because I think
Okay.
you're wrong, but I think there's a good chance. One, it's more interesting. Two, I think there may be a black red red happening here.
Mm,
It's just got that feel to me. I don't know that we can even I don't know that we can even know based on what's on the campaign page.
I think we can parse it because the character sheets
Oh,
should
let's
be
go up
laid
here.
out
That's
in the
true.
same
That's
way,
true.
right?
It says click here
So
for more details. I don't even know what's going to happen. Oh, oh,
uh,
oh, we've got a
the
PDF with more information on it.
so here
Uh,
we have if I scroll down a little and I see the mimic. Uh, so the stats are club, diamond, heart, and spades. Oh,
for what?
I think that's the order that they're in. That they're uh
Where are
I
you
could
at?
be wrong.
I'm just
I
wildly
I
scrolling around right now.
I scrolled down to like the character cards. So the mimic, the stargazer, the echo, the
Gotcha,
collateral,
gotcha,
and the
gotcha,
shame
gotcha.
bound.
All right, gotcha. You think they're in that order?
I think so. Hey, if we're wrong, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you are Renzi, first created 26 backed, I mean, we're interested. We're into it.
Yeah.
Like come convince us. Also, Chad, if you've got different ideas on what you think they are, let us know. Uh yeah, that does change things a little bit. um it's also just interesting, like it's all ranges. The shame bound. Oh yeah, there's 5 though. There's 5 great job on this list of inspirations here that tell people like kind of like what the vibes are. Like including those touchstones is great. Got a great little team mock-up down here with some really cute stuff. And they're just doing print on demand through drive-through, which is a great way to manage fulfillment, especially on something like a quick start. And there's no AI used in the project, and if there was,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be covering it.
Oh, uh, here it is.
You found it?
Physique. Yes, physique is clubs.
Okay.
Diamond is insight. Hearts is presence. And spade is agility.
I think that means you were right.
I was wrong because I said agility was diamonds.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Those two were swapped. For me.
I boned
We were
you.
both
I
wrong.
boned you. I no scoped it. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad to know that I am the superior, obscure game design interpreter.
I think we were both wrong, but I'm here for
Oh,
it.
do you know? Come on, no, that can't be right. Hold on, let's go back up.
Wait, hold on.
This is
Because
taking
we
more than
changed-
5 minutes. We're breaking the rules here.
Yeah.
But this is very important. All right, so
No, I think you are right. I think because you said black, black, red, red.
yeah, black, black, red, red, and I
Yeah.
knew that physique was clubs. Like
Yeah.
that was not the question. Yeah, I was correct. Again,
Yeah, you got it, I guess.
thank you for the clap. Um, and chat there. All right, let's see. I feel like we're missing one that I did not open. That is one of yours. We'll do
The top one.
some kind of last one. The cot.
Gut.
Kut.
It's got an umlaut.
I don't know how to do umlauts. Oh, this one's got a
it-
video. Is this the first one we had that's had a video on it also to you?
There was a video on one of the other ones, but it was further down. But I
Okay,
think
so
this might be
yeah,
the
there's a
first.
video, but this is the first one. We're gonna give this video. So the rule is, if there's a video, we will watch 30 seconds to a minute of it. No less than 30 seconds, no more than a minute. We reserve the right to break our own rules. Let's check out this video. Quinn,
Someone or something has appeared in the city, and it is affecting your comfort in a very personal way.
Wait, hold on. Let me put it up live where everybody can see it first, and then here we go. Video.
Someone or something has appeared in the city, and it is affecting your comfort in a very personal way. It must be dealt with. You thought you knew this city down to its last gutter and rooftop, but the disturbance has warped your
This is
sense
good.
of direction. Every street and alley you turn into is a mystery now, and the air hangs heavy with the unmistakable stench of ectoplasm. You already know this will not be another lazy nocturnal stroll. Explore alone in a single-player RPG City Prowler. Die and come back stronger. Flex your claws. Get ready for violence. Meow.
Okay, so let's talk about the fact that before I hit play on that video, and until I'm gonna say for me, and until the 14 or 15 second mark, I didn't know this was a role playing game about cats. Did you know this is a role playing game about cats?
I did. I knew it was a role playing game about cats.
Because you had already read the page, or just because?
Because I had peeked at it. Yes.
Okay, cool. Because it's really funny because so I'm sure that there's a good chance that that coat just means cat, right? All right, we've got the city and it's happening to you. Something's wrong. We've got this picture of a cat. That to me is like cool. It's a cat. It does something's wrong. I don't know that has anything to do with anything. It is the janky hopping around, jumping up and running across the dumpster footage where I
Yeah.
cue into that's all cat perspective. And so, anyways, it's a game about being a cat who can smell the stench of alien ectoplasm. And it's really funny. There's a lot of cat solo games. This is a conversation we've had as we're working with a creator who's making a cat solo game. This is a very unique and distinctive concept for a cat solo game. Tell us a little bit more about it, Quinn.
Yeah. So be the city prowler. You think you know the city down to its last gutter? Think again. The corruption has warped reality. Your own instincts are betraying you. Caught. Access the city generator. With every roll of the dice, you will draw a new, unique map of the urban sprawl using only ink and imagination. No two playthroughs are the same. You will chart alleys, rooftops, squares, connecting them into a web of territory that you must aggressively mark and reclaim to restore the silence. Uh, I think one of my favorite things about this is the fact that you're playing a cat that now has 7 lives. Um, which
Yeah,
begs
and
the different.
I just want
What
to
happened to
know,
the other ones?
is that, well, yeah, like did that, or is that like this is I believe a Warsaw based creator. So like is that a cultural difference? Is it like cats
Hmm,
have multiple lives, but in some cultures it's 7 and not 9? Or was it just like I can come up with the 7 things, I cannot come up with 2 more? Um, I Okay, Quinn, we've talked. I'm not a solo game person.
yes.
You are a solo game designer, but in a very
Yeah.
different capacity. This is what I'm just like, yeah, I'm into this. Like, and I don't know if I would play it, but I would read it and think about it a whole lot. I feel like,
Yeah.
which is a way of playing solo games. But I think it's when if you tell me, hey, this is a solo RPG, I'm like, oh, I like playing with other people. If you tell me this is a roguelite, I'm like, oh hell yeah, I'm in. That's the same thing, Quinn. Like they're not it's not two different things. Are
Yeah.
if does something being a roguelite change things for you, or are you just like still like, oh, that's a
Oh
solo game?
man.
I feel the same.
I mean, I come from the video game space, so it's always like, okay, how are we restarting this loop over and over again? It is like what first jumps out to me with a roguelike. Um, but yeah, man, I really enjoy like playing in the space of it's a roguelike because you die and come back. You are a cat. That's the reason why you're dying and coming back.
Yeah.
Um, Being able to have scars that are added to you that that basically change how you play as you die and come back. Really enjoy that. And I think a really good way of interacting with solo games is being able to use them as tools for if you want to play another game with more people, you can still play this like by yourself and use this as, for this one, a city generator. And being able to then take this and run that city in something else's, I think that's solid.
Yeah. So there's a whole what's in a name section down here also. I'm looking at the phonetic spelling. I still don't know how it's done, but here's
Hmm.
the fun thing. COT with no umlaut. Literally, it's the Polish word for cat. But this version has been infected by a heavy metal umlaut.
Mm,
Coincidentally, it also resembles the Nordic word for flesh because this city, that's all you are, fresh meat, fighting to survive the grinder. I see why this is a Quinn pick. Spiritually, the umlaut over the O isn't a typo. It's a nod to the Nordic wave of RPGs that has taught us a simple truth. Hope is a mistake and doom is inevitable. It's 28 pages, 24 locations, paper-based roguelike, very minimal mechanics. The artist here is doing like, right? It's also just really fun, like seeing a bunch of pages that are just listing their inspirations. Cornygrown, Darkfoot, Stray, Rainworld, Binding of Isaac, Darkest Dungeon. Books are Beast of Burden in the City in the City. Films, Pet Cemetery, Kiki's Delivery Service, Brazoigudi, Coda, Philomena,
hey, I'm here for it.
Seven
We got a
Zertian,
few more.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay, you know that one. Yeah, yeah, we good. We're
Yeah.
good.
From Vaporwave to Paperware, the story. They thought this was like a canceled game project for them. It was supposed to be a video game for Corba Games, and then eventually they just redid it as a zine, which is dope. I love seeing this. It's also they're only shipping to the EU and UK. I'm gonna message them and see if they want to do a US print run. Like, I'm so into this.
Yeah.
And again, like not my standard game type, but like this is everything about this rips. I will 100%. I'm gonna reach out. Because yeah, we'll just make it. We'll make it happen. So, cool. I think that was all of it, but we did have one other thing we were going to shout out. If folks haven't yet, you can go to the Zine Month site, ttrpg/Zemo website. We've got a Zemo Blue Sky account at Zine Month over on Blue Sky. But you talk about Lone Archivist, and they've started a cool thread.
Yes.
Did I put I did not put this one in the chat yet. I needed to get Coat or Cot or Cat.
Cat? Maybe it's just cat.
God, it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Lone has started a Zine Month thread, also too, over on Blue Sky. Just encouraging folks to go check it out. Did you just want to shout that out or anything particular we need to hit for that?
I'm just more people talking about more stuff, and getting excited about things is always awesome.
And remember,
I was gonna say,
go ahead.
just like because this is another way that we find more stuff to toss on here is like we can scroll through like all of these different pages, all of these different posts and whatnot to bring more attention to these things as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's tons of crazy stuff there. Also, there's a lot of projects I would have loved to shout it out today. Like Lazy Lich is live. Familiar Tower, which we're doing like fulfillment on, and I'm incredibly excited, is out. All kinds of cool stuff that's up. We're happening. Stone Cats Fleshware is finally coming out. I watched them develop it on TikTok over the last year. Liquid Euphoria, which Charlie shouted out. Like, there's tons of great games that are coming out this month. Here's the thing I want to remind people. You may not be able to back every game. You may be able to. You may not be able to. A part of the reason some people run Zine Month projects is to afford all the Zine Month projects they want to back. But here's the thing I want to encourage you to do. We do a thing here called, and I've been doing it so far, called $28, 28 days. $28, 28 days is just a challenge to say, like, hey, pick 28 cool projects this month, back each of them at $1, and then share that you backed them with the wider community. It's a great way to support the creators. Like, are they getting a ton of money? No, but you're also not asking for anything. Also, you get in that backer kit or a pledge manager process so you can help support it later if you want to. There's a lot of really great things that it kind of helps empower. So anyways, get out there and help support people. We will be back every Monday. Currently, the plan is at 3:00. We're going to try to get some special guests to join us. In that case, we will still only be doing like 10 to 12 projects, but we'll be keeping to kind of a pretty strict time limit because we don't want to take more than about an hour. I also am going to see if we can get Quinn to cut each of these into little segments with us talking about them so we can post them later. Because I think that would be good. Also, people do the shorts. We don't do the shorts, but
Not
we
yet.
can still clip them and cut them. Kit you up if we need another guy. I will let you know. Yeah, we are still finalizing all that out. We've made all of our invites so far, but if folks back out on slot, I'll let you know. But a couple of cool things we do have coming up. Also, if you are a Zine Month creator or an RPG creator, period, tomorrow night. We're sitting down with Noah Downs, who is a they are a lawyer who also loves tabletop role-playing games. They are your friendly lawyer. When you buy something, pay what you want for $1, it's added to your collection. Great call. But Noah's a lawyer. There's been a lot of questions lately about freelancer and other contracts that have come up because of a lot of things that have been happening in the RPG space lately. We as publishers will regularly get asked by freelancers to give them a contract that they can give us. There's a lot of reasons that's not a good idea. We're in a position of power at that point in time. And so us writing a contract for you to then fill out and give us, the terms may still benefit us primarily, and you may never know that. So because of a lot of the concerns around contracts lately, not with us, but with other people and things that we've had to deal with in the past, we wanted to invite Noah on as a great thinker in contract law, IP, and RPG design from a legal perspective, and have them come on and answer your questions live. That's going to be tomorrow night. If you have questions and cannot join us live, go ahead and drop them on the Blue Sky post about contractual considerations, the stream we're doing. Tomorrow it's on the Zine Month Blue Sky account, but we've also retweeted it from the +1 account because we want to be able to answer as many questions as possible. And in our own internal community, we really view contracts as something to help everybody know that they're safe and secure in their relationships. And our contracts actually tend to, in many ways, favor our partners. We have really easy breakage rates. Things that, honestly, I would not tell other businesses that they should emulate our model unless they want to be people who very clearly support the creators they work with and provide easy and clear models for that, which might sound good, but like it's also sometimes not sustainable because it puts you as a business in the position of potentially being taken advantage of. Sitting down with Noah will let us ask really real questions about a lot of the things that have been happening with conversations around contracts lately. What are some of the basics you need to do, and what do you do when things go wrong? So join us tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for that, or check out the video on demand afterwards. Everything goes straight to our YouTube channel. And then on Wednesday, we've got Procedures at Play with I was gonna say Wythe Stillfleet, which is right, but is not. Wythe Marshall from Stillfleet Studios is going to come on and talk about the grit system, and we'll shout out a couple things there. If you want to support everything we do here, the best way you can do that is going to buy a game at +1EXP. Especially if you want Zine Month in your mailbox every month, check out RPGZine.Club. We put out one adventure game, one story game every month. Starting tomorrow, we'll be dropping our Zine Month bundle, which is those 2 games plus 2 additional games by one by Navarre Jackson and one by our very own Wes Franks. I'm super excited about that. We'll post out more details on that tomorrow, but you can check it all out at RPGZine.Club or +1EXP.com. They're secretly the same website. Quinn, any final thoughts as we dive into Zine Month?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad taking this directly from Immaculate Misconception, but I really do think like just keep making weird stuff, weird little tiny nasty things that are like, hey, I don't know if anyone will like this, but I'm throwing this out into the void. Because those are the things. Like we don't need a whole bunch more like crazy big box fantasy heartbreakers. I mean, sure, if that's what you want, but small nasty little things are
I'll be
always
honest,
going to be exciting.
when we read the Void Hand title of like an RPG like no other, I was ready to be like bullshit. It's pretty distinctive, honestly. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We didn't get deep into it, but it's pretty distinctive. Yeah, but yeah, I love. We love the weird shit.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Awesome, Quinn. Where can people find you at?
Yeah, you can find me at Blue Sky at Quinn Blackwell.
And you can find us at +1EXP on all platforms or at +1EXP.com or get in the +1EXP.com server, ttrpg.link/Discord. Hang out with us. I mean, Andrew, you know how I feel about that question of whether a system matters, but we don't have time for that right now. So until next time, now you've zine us, and now are we doing zoned? I just say don't, but people were like, why didn't you say zoned last time? Now you've zine us, now you zoned.